A 4-year-old might conjure up an elaborate tale about how they couldn't possibly have kicked their younger sibling, or a teenager might flat out lie about finishing their homework or why they got in late. While it's completely normal for kids to tell lies as they grow up, it doesn't make the behavior any less frustrating for parents and caregivers. I'm Lara Litvinov, a clinical psychologist in the ADHD and Behavior Disorder Center at the Child Mind Institute. In this 2-part series, we're talking about kids and lying. In the first video, we discussed some lesser-known reasons why kids lie. Now I'll share a few ways adults can help kids get better at telling the truth. First, don't overreact. For low-level lies that aren't really hurting anyone, ignoring the lie and redirecting to the facts is the way to go. If a child is telling a fantastic story, a parent can gently say, "That's a cool story, but why don't you try again and tell me what really happened?" It's about pointing out the behavior and encouraging kids to try again. If a lie is more serious, like an older kid lying about where they've been or their problematic behavior at school, a consequence is appropriate. Like all consequences, it should be something short-lived and not overblown, which gives the child a chance to get back to practicing better behaviors. To encourage kids to tell the truth, parents can use something called the preamble method. The preamble method involves reassuring kids that you don't expect them to be perfect. It's a method that can be especially useful during the adolescent years, when kids might engage in behavior that's against your rules, but that you'd prefer to know about to keep them safe. It could sound something like this. I'm going to ask you a question, and maybe you're going to tell me something I don't really want to hear. But sometimes people make mistakes, so I want you to think about giving me an honest answer. Giving kids a chance to reflect on this may lead them to telling the truth. That being said, don't corner your child. Putting them on the spot when you already know the true story can feel like you're setting them up to tell a lie. If you know your child didn't do their homework, for instance, it's just better to address it. You can say something like, "I know you didn't do your homework. Let's talk about why that's not a good idea." And give kids who are prone to giving impulsive answers, which can come out as lies, more time to think before speaking. This can be a problem for kids with ADHD. Say a teacher asks a child if they have finished an assignment and the child answers yes without even looking at their paper. Encourage them to slow down before answering and check their work to make sure they're actually finished. Lastly, whatever a child's age, parents should never label them a liar. The wound it creates is more damaging than dealing with a lie. It can cause the kid to think that they'll never be believed, even when they're telling the truth. Instead, a little empathy and guidance can help kids understand that maybe they don't need to lie after all. To learn some reasons why kids lie, watch the first video in this series. For more information on supporting healthy development and other topics, visit the Family Resource Center at childmind.org.